We're out here this morning waiting on Lowe's to bring some lumber. We're going to have them stack it right over here, and then we're going to stack it up here. So they sent a message, said they were on their way. Hopefully they get here soon. Had our lumber delivered today. We're having to stack off the 2x4s for the wall studs to access the 16-foot treated bottom plates. Those are going to go first, and then the wall studs. So we're going to stack them off on this side, build the walls here. We're going to build the front wall, side wall, and behind me the back wall. Then we'll be able to move the rest of what's left over here and build the back wall. That's the pile. That's the pile for the framing. Then after we do the framing, we'll get the sheathing, and this pile includes extras for supports and stuff like that. If you want, we can go through and get all the tops, and then come back and get all the bottoms. We've got 2 walls up, getting ready to put 2 more up. We're building them in 16-foot sections, 16 here, 16, 16, 8, then a 16 across, and then a 16, 16, 8 up at this side. We're not cutting in the doors and windows yet because we haven't bought any, and we don't know exactly what size we're getting yet, so we're going to go back and put the headers in that later. There'll be a header here, door header, double window, door on that side, 1 window on the back side. And we got all our temporary stuff set up, sawhorses that I built a long time ago, and we got people in here laying out the next walls. We're drilling over here for the J bolts, and everything's fitting perfectly so far. We haven't had any issues yet, knock on wood. Everything's looking really good. And but if you see any issues, let me know in the comments below. All right, we've got a window, a door, 2 windows down here. We're getting ready to put in another door on the other side. Just use the sun.
I tried it and it on.
Getting ready to put in another door, and we'll put in a kitchen window in the back here in a minute. Got all our junk laid out. Getting ready to roll on this. All right, everybody, we got 4 windows. I forgot how many. 2 doors. Part of the first loft up. We're going to put a second loft over there. We need to get bigger boards. We got our Z flashing for our siding going on. Not sure if I mentioned it or not. County said it was okay to use T111 over the 2x4s with the house wrap. Got our side bracing going on here. All the diagonals squared up the structure. Tomorrow we should house wrap, put a few sheets of siding up to help hold it in. We got our hurricane ties all across the top on this side, down that side, and that's where we are today. I'm really not liking the idea of doing the roof, but it's got to get done. It wouldn't be that bad to walk up here. And then, so these are 16 on centers, and on the other side there'll be 2x10s, 16 on center, and then we're going to have a vaulted ceiling in the middle. So, but we have to put 2x10 by 16s every 4 feet, and then we'll box them in and make them look like a beam or something. They told us we could use a beam if we wanted to as well, but I think we'll just box it in eventually. And that's what we got today. I did go down to the county, talked about a well permit. Our land already has a well permit, and our well's going to go right over here. Our septic tank's going to go over here, and a future house is going to go right in there. And yeah, so we already got the permits for the septic and the well, and that's what we got.
Today we're working on getting the siding up. First we got to put up the flashing there, that silver thing that goes on the bottom. Then we're wrapping it with the plastic wrap stuff there, and then we're putting this siding on. We got started in this corner so it could give us a good level starting point, and then we're going to go around the back and then back to the front. That's it.
Here's the flashing going down. We're putting some Z flashing down, and then putting up your barrier. I guess we got it upside down. Does it really matter? I don't know. Put 2 blocks on the side to help us line up the siding on the other side, and we'll take these off now. We're done with them. We'll continue on around. We got to get this house wrap up because this wind is really blowing it. It's blowing it all over the place. All right, so right here we got a sink drain. We had to cut all the way through the 2x4 on this side. The code says that if you're going to be nailing a continuous sheet of siding here, that we don't need to put metal bracing. But we're going to go ahead, we bought this strap, we're going to go ahead and nail it in. It extends beyond 6 inches on each side. I think it takes 8 nails per side is what the code says. If like this was going to be a different like interior wall, but we're going to be putting structural siding right here, so we don't actually need the strip, but we went ahead and bought it, and we're going to put it here anyway. We're using these I think they're number 8 degalvanized nails. These are what the nails that we used in the hurricane hanger. Hurricane hangers up on the joist. It's hitting that 2x4 over there. That's pretty good. That's, oh, there's a nail. There's a shiner. We gotta get the shiner out. Of course, if we put siding over it, nobody will ever see it. Then we'll put our Z flashing over this, and we will put our Tyvek over this, and then the structural sheeting. Yeah, the wind's really making a mess over here, so we're getting all this flashing nailed up so that we can go ahead and wrap it. Oh, shite, there it goes. All right, let's go get that. We got the house wrap up on most of it. We still got to come over here and come around the front. We got to take a break, go eat lunch. We need 10 snips for the, what do you call that stuff again? Flashing, Z flashing. We need 10 snips. Go around the corners, and we got to cut a piece off over here. It's too long. So we went ahead and got 2 sheets of siding up. Went ahead and put the flashing all the way around to there, and then we're put the house wrap. Now we're going to take a break while we go get 10 snips to finish the flashing job. All right, we are putting in the hurricane joist ties, rafter ties, whatever. We're using them on the floor joist for the loft. So we're using the galvanized nails, the little short nails, 1.5 put in here. We use the screws on the vertical. And this is our, I guess you call it the main loft. So it's going to be the biggest loft. And then on the other side, we will put an 8-foot loft. That's what that 2x4x16 represents. That's where the 8-foot ends. We just use that as a tie, just to tie the walls. We'll remove it and put a, we got to use 2x10s over here for structural to span 16 feet with no load bearing wall. We use 2x8s over here, but we will have some load bearing walls in here. 2x8s can span 14 feet, 11 inches, is that right? So we're going to put a closet over here, and a bathroom wall will come out over here somewhere and cut this in half. So that'll allow for the use of 2x8s because we're not spanning the entire 16. But it's coming together, y'all. We're going to put up our, this is our structural T111 1932 plywood. I called inspector and they said that would be fine. We're going to put a house wrap on the 2x4s, and they said go ahead and use that for structural siding, that will be fine. And so we got one window framed in here, a door, window, and we decided to go ahead and put another door over there, and we're putting a kitchen window right in here somewhere. I'm getting ready to frame that in now. That's what we got today, Tuesday. No, Monday. We need to mark the window on the outside so we'll know where to nail the siding at. So she's come up with the idea to just put a screw in each corner. We'll draw a chalk line around it or something if we can get the screw in the corner. Is it all the way in the very corner?
Is that good enough?
Nope. Yeah, very corner. There you go. Oh. All right, we got the chalk box. I'm gonna wrap it around each screw. Whoa, damn, about that. And then we'll know right where the nailers are. Got to get this set up. It's a lot of uneven ground around here. We got to do some dirt work and get this all leveled out so she don't fall. Here comes the train. Comes about lunchtime every day. Go ahead and pop that one while you're up there. Now that'll mark our nailers. We'll use a router to cut those windows out, cut the windows and doors out. Just don't block the door before we get the router over here. The router is not here right now. All right. So it is very windy out here today. So that marks our nailers. And we can nail. Let's do it. Going to try to get the walls painted before they get rained on.
102.9 The Lake. What you'll hear next.
Here's what we got done so far. We left the paint light right there. We haven't cut the windows out yet. Same over here. So we got the trusses up for the 8-foot loft. Trusses up for the, I don't know what size loft that is. The bigger loft. Cut the door out. This is going to be a side door over here. Here's the 2 windows. Front door. Kitchen sink window. Got drains, toilet, shower, sink. This is the big loft over the back. Bedroom window. Front door again. Sunroof. This will be vaulted. Be vaulted right in here. Every 4 feet we have to put a beam to support the roof. We've got the hurricane clips on the floor joist. We'll put more clips on the rafters once they go up. I think we got the other side complete as well. Yeah, we got the other side complete as well. Those are 2x10s here. It's going to be a live load up there. Plus it's spanning the whole 16 feet. These are 2x8s because there's going to be a closet here, bathroom wall there. So that's not going to be spanning the entire 16 feet. 2x8s can only span 14 feet 11 inches. So that's how we're going to wrap it up. And that's what we got so far, y'all. Tomorrow, if it doesn't rain, we'll be putting up trusses. Finishing the last side over here.
He made me paint this whole house with this little bitty paintbrush.
And she did such a great job. Don't mind the rollers in the background. We didn't use those at all. Promise. We're out here today framing up the closet wall. Closet's going to be 80 3/4 high, 60-inch wide door opening. And I'm not sure how deep it was going to be. But we're going to just go to that second stud right there. Use that to nail to, and then we'll add another stud over here. Here's the bathroom. Say hey. There's the bathroom. We framed it up the other day. Finished the door. I don't know, a day or so ago. Got the header up there. 2x8 on that one because that's all we had. Shower's going to go back in the corner there. 3x3 shower. Sink and vanity on that side. Toilet on this side. The bathroom is how big? I forget.
5x8.
5x8. Nah, it looks bigger than that. Anyway.
5x8.
Anyway, the water's coming in here. This is washer, drain, washer, dry drain, water inlet. I guess the water's going to go up the wall over here and in here and over into the kitchen. Got our sawhorses set up over here. Kitchen window. I'm going to move this pipe over there, I hope, is the plan. That's what happens when you change your design afterwards, after the fact. Then you get things that are off center. Anyway, that's what we got going on today. Going to stand this wall up. We need to get the roof on it. We're tired of getting rained on. Plus, after we get the roof on it, then we can come out and work this summer when it's hot. We can put a little window unit in here. There's the goal. All right, y'all. That's it. Let's get the header down. 2x10, right? 2x10 header for this big span right here. Load bearing wall. All right. I'm going to frame the bedroom closet now. Finish framing it. Finish nailing it down. So we just finished framing up our closet here.
And then
This is take two.
Then I had the idea that we could put our bed in here, and these could be our end tables built in, and put some dangly lights up there. That way our bed is built in because we had to build this support wall.
Yep. So we really didn't need a closet or want a closet, but we had to build a support wall because of our trusses are 2x8s. And according to the span chart, they can't span that far. So we built a load bearing wall. We'll anchor bolt all this down. We don't have a top plate up yet. We did not put a top plate up yet because that bathroom wall was such a pain to get in. Now we figured we'll leave it out and we'll hammer it in later and nail it from the top. Probably have to make some cuts up here so to tie into the bathroom wall and everything. And then after we got to looking at it, she thought our bed could fit in there. And that would be cool if we had like little shelves right here built up. And I could have my books up there. And whatever we wanted. So that's where we're at today. This is inside our bedroom right here. This bathroom. Down to the living room, 2 lofts. And we're just kind of designing it as we go. Except for the plumbing, it is where it is. And that's all we got for today. Framing the roof. Framing the roof. Got some 2x12x12s going up. We'll cut the fascia afterwards. I think the saw will fit in there to cut them. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the butt, but it'll be okay. So we got her putting on the bottom nails, and he put on the top nails. So we did a few on this side. We're gonna go around and do a few on the other side. And that's where we're at today with that. So we got a 16-foot. Hey, babe, do you remember what the vaulted living room was going to be? 20? Was it 20?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The vaulted part in the living room between the 2 lofts.
Oh, like 20 feet?
Yeah, it's like 20 feet. So we got to put some beams going across
Or 16,
right there.
16 because it was 4 visible.
16. Okay, so this is 40 feet. That's an 8-foot loft. I don't know what this is, about 16. Something like that. So we're getting ready to put some up on the other side. And I got to get to cutting. I got to get to cutting some rafters.